and they began to cheer fanatically. The undead moaning and clattering joined the noise, and soon the terrifying laugh of demons and abominations joined in as well. The hordes marched into the night. They would bring captives as ordered, after they had their fun. 1. Dale's group warily began ascending the stairs that led to the surface. Covered in dust, blood, and other foul substances, their main goal at this point was to clean themselves up and go to bed. They began moving upward, but Dale nearly missed a step when a voice sounded in his mind. "Can you still hear me?" "Son of a—" Dale whispered as his eyes darted around. The others in his group took no notice of his odd behavior. In their minds, there were plenty of reasons that Dale might be talking to himself. He had just died, after all. "I'll take that as a yes. Try something real quick. Instead of speaking aloud, try thinking your words at me," I eagerly directed him. Dale's mind spun as he tried to think of something to say before finally landing on the obvious. "What are you?" he thought, as hard as he could. "Danny, I'm not getting anything from him. What should we do? I think talking aloud will make people think he is mentally damaged, so—" "Oh, is that it?" "Yeah, I'll tell him. Dale, hi, my name is Cal. I am the dungeon, so kind of aim your words at me." Dale again tried to use his thoughts, pretending he was talking to this Cal. "Hello?" I responded in a very excited tone. "There we go! Listen, Dale, I don't really think you should tell other people about this. We don't have time for explanations since you are about to meet up with a bunch of powerful people, but we will talk later." "Hey, you can't just suddenly pop into my head and then not give me any Dale began, thinking indignantly at the voice. At that very moment, they reached the top of the stairwell and opened the door to find a sea of cheering people, sprinkled with a handful of furious faces. "You irresponsible little shit!" Madame Chandra stepped forward and started aiming a slap at Hans, who had the highest cultivation rank of Dale's group and was their de facto advisor. Rose smoothly stepped in and blocked the blow, shock on her face. "Grandma, what is wrong with you?" "We just saw you fight a beast, Rose," Chandra hissed at the young half-elf. "He was supposed to protect and guide you all, not lead you directly into a death trap." Rose stayed firm in the face of the High Mage. "He did everything he could. That beast was something none of us could have expected, and it broke almost every bone in Hans's body when he attacked it, giving the rest of us a chance." Rose was flushed and furious. "We would all be dead right now if he hadn't been able to inject poison with the daggers he found. That cat was moving too fast for us to land a single hit until Hans basically sacrificed himself for us." Several healers voluntarily stepped forward and offered their services to the weary group as Rose tried to calm Madame Chandra down. Most of the healers subtly avoided Dale. He was covered in a foul, waxy substance that stunk like rotting meat dipped in a latrine. Rose slapped away a few hands that got a bit too liberal with their examinations, while the hulking barbarian of their group, Tom, allowed the hands of blushing ladies to roam freely. Hans chose that moment to collapse into unconsciousness, quickly followed by Adam, their cleric. Adam had used a large portion of his cultivation base to create a powerful incantation during the fight with the magnificent beast, a distortion cat. Using his essence in such a manner had permanently dropped him a full rank, reducing him to D rank 4. If his cultivation rate continued as it had in the past, it would normally take him a year or more to attain his former power. Luckily for him, he was near a high-density source of essence and should be able to rank up much more quickly. Hans's issue was more basic. He had recently had many of his major bones broken, as well as suffered major internal damage to his organs. The intervention of the Glitterflit-type bashers in the dungeon had healed him enough to escape the dungeon, but after